Well, it is the first day of school for CMS students. 143,000 kids will head back to school today. 98% of them will be learning in person, and masks will be required at every grade level. Wake Up Charlotte's Kendall Moore is now live at Paul Creek Elementary for us. And Kendall, of course, keeping kids safe a top priority for CMS and all the districts for that matter, for what will be now the third school year. It's hard to believe this is the third school year we're dealing with COVID.
Yeah, Ben, I'm sure a lot of parents and students thought we would be long done with this pandemic by now, but we continue to see the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and see the COVID-19 metrics continue to rise across the state as the highly contagious Delta variant continues to spread. That now impacting students as they walk through these doors into their first day of class. Thousands of CMS students preparing to head back to class as the COVID-19 pandemic impacts the start of the school year.
The pandemic has not released its grip here in our state or in our country or the world. We now know better how to slow the spread.
Masks part of that plan to slow the spread within schools. CMS hoping this move will help cut down on the number of students required to quarantine if exposed to COVID-19.
Leading public health experts agree that this inconvenience is important in protecting ourselves and others.
In a letter to Superintendent Ernest Winston, Health Director Gibby Harris offered several recommendations to mitigate the spread of COVID-19, including hiring additional staff focused solely on each school's COVID-19 response, weekly testing for staff who aren't vaccinated, and implementing on-campus rapid testing for students and staff with symptoms. But on the first day of class, several recommendations won't be met. CMS will eventually hire 6 COVID-19 response coordinators for the district. Weekly testing for unvaccinated staff is being worked on, but it's not ready. Neither is on-campus rapid testing for anyone who has symptoms at school. CMS encouraging students to follow the guidelines that are in place.
I ask that you arrive with your faces covered, but your minds open and ready to learn.
CMS working to keep students in the classroom this school year once they arrive back on campus. And parents, just a reminder, those face masks, they do have to be worn on the bus. They say, the school officials say that it will slow things down if your student is not wearing their face covering when the bus arrives. So go ahead and send them out the door with that mask on as they head out to school this school year. Live in West Charlotte, Kendall Morris, WCNC Charlotte.